I'm Shelley Purchon. I provide communication training for people who speak English so extremely fluently that it becomes a problem for their overseas colleagues and clients. I show them how to unlock their English so that they're not just a wall of noise.
I'm KAORU Okada, coach and trainer. Companies come to me when they want to promote their managers with potential who have some barriers because they are cultural barriers. They didn't grow up speaking English, while today they must speak English.
KAORU, companies are very aware these days that it's important to have fair, diverse recruitment practices, but often the focus is on race, and race is not the only issue, is it? Language is an issue. If the company is an English-speaking company, but candidates are coming for consideration from other countries, then that factors in. Do you have experience of this?
Absolutely. When I was in the World Bank 20 years ago or so, there was a very strong, capable diversity officer, a Black woman from Africa, but then all the interviewers, let's say for the young professionals program I was in charge of, were all English speakers, American and monolingual.
And did you find that they were less accepting of diverse candidates who didn't speak perfect English?
I wouldn't say not accepting, but perhaps lack of awareness. Things like, you know, he or she can't even speak English came across very often in comments, and that didn't help the candidates.
They were dismissive of people that didn't have English as a first language.
That's right. So what I do now as a coach is really for candidates to be aware of how they're perceived by English environment. For instance, women from Asia are either too shy or too aggressive. This is how they're perceived by their English-speaking interviewers.
And how do you help them?
Yes, I try to have them reach some middle ground so that when those candidates come to me for advice, I practice them how they are perceived in the English communication in a non-threatening environment. But what about you, Shelley? How do you help them?
Well, obviously I help the other side. So I would provide training in a company for the native English speakers or those who speak it really, really fluently, to help them to communicate in a way that's easier for non-natives to understand. And I would also suggest to people on an interview panel that when they're appraising a new candidate, not to focus only on accent and fluency. Those are the two things that people usually notice, but they're not the most important things. There are other things that people should be paying attention to, and that's something that I would share with English Unlocked training.